We're gonna come down onto our mat. Keep your balls with you. We're gonna start with back of the legs into calves and hamstrings. This one can get pretty tender for some people, so feel free to adjust your balls as you need to if you want more or less. We're gonna take those balls, come forward onto your hands and your knees, tuck them as tight as you can behind your knees. Okay, nice and tight. And then gently, knees hip distance apart, lower yourself back right at the top of that calf. Kind of feel that pressure, keep breathing. So you've got your hands here. If it becomes too intense, you can reach forward. Now what I want you to do as you lower into position in a tight spot, start by just rocking your hips side to side. And breathe. Yes, we got our first oh God for the day. That's okay. That means it's working, right? Good, so at this point we shouldn't feel too much like the balls are gonna slip out, but especially that attachment right at the top of the calf. We get nice and tender back here and back of the knee. Now, gently lift off a little bit. Let's take it about 2 inches down that calf, so maybe now you're coming a little bit closer to the belly of the calf. Again, sit back onto it. This time, if it helps, if you feel like the balls are gonna slip out, you can take your thumbs into the side of the ball so they don't pop out the side. But again, sit back as far as you can till you feel pressure, and then again, continue to rock side to side. Inhale, gently come up through the center. Gently lift yourself off, okay? Let's take it to the bottom of the thigh. So take them about 1 inch to 2 inches lower. Again, sit back into it. So now you may or may not be able to come a little bit higher in your position. Again, if you need those fingertips into the side so that the balls don't come loose, use them, but continue to rock side to side. Now we're at the bottom of that calf. Good, gently come back to center, lift the body off of those balls, take out those bitty balls, and let's grab one of your big balls. Let's move into the glutes. So sitting, let's start with right side. We're gonna come sit on top of that ball, okay? Right into that piriformis muscle, come right on top of that big ball. Use your left leg to kind of drive you a little bit for a second. Find that tight spot you get within the glute, and let's start rocking side to side. So rock towards the sacrum into the middle, and then rock out to the outside. We're going to draw bicycles, so lift, come in, and around. Good, pedal it out. 2 more. And last one. Good, reverse your bicycle. Last set, keep digging into that glute. See if you can get maybe a touch deeper than you were before. Keep breathing. 2 more. Big inhale as you lift. Exhale as you come down. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale down. Good, relax that leg down. Gently roll off that ball. And let's try the other side. Last couple, just roll, rock, come off of that ball, and release. Good. Okay, we're gonna work up into QL, so we're gonna keep coming up. So go ahead and come down onto your mat. Let's take those legs nice and long. So QL is that position right here in that low back, just up above that hip bone. You're gonna lay down onto it and you'll find it pretty quickly, shifting side to side. So lower yourself down onto your mat. Lift your left leg. So let's start with that right leg. Place that ball in. And then just pause for a second. Depending on how tight you are, you might find this immediately. So now use that left leg to kind of drive for you. So rock side to side. Gently roll onto that right side, release that ball, and come out. Good. So I want you to draw both your knees up into your chest and rock yourself up to a seated position. We're going to use this ball as a distraction, so it's not a huge piece for the exercise, but it helps us. And what we're going to work on here is, same as we did in the standing roll down, is making sure that we're tapping each vertebrae to the mat, which is a challenge for a lot of people. And then the second portion is increasing that range of motion and that flexibility, reaching towards those toes each time, okay? So watch me real fast just for the position. We're gonna start down on our mat. So ball's gonna come up overhead. We've gotta lift our chin and our chest and our shoulder blades off that mat. We've gotta peel off. We come through each vertebrae as slow as we can. To the top, we stack our spine. On the exhale, we reach forward to increase that hamstring flexibility. On the inhale, we lift up. And on the exhale, first thing that has to happen is we've got to round in that pelvis to come slow, 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 slow through each vertebrae. Ball comes up overhead. So go ahead and come down to your mat. Reach your fingertips long with your ball up overhead. Now, chin is going to come to your chest and arms are going to lift. So lift arms off the mat, tuck your chin to your chest. Shoulder blades are off. Now peel off that mat slow. Slow, 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 slow. Good. Stack the spine, sit as tall as you can, relax shoulders. Exhale, drive that ball forward, reach for those toes. Inhale, stack the spine, come up nice and tall, relax shoulders. Exhale, come down one vertebrae at a time. Good. Each part of the vertebrae touches the mat. Exhale, ball comes up overhead. Makes it a little bit more challenging. Put that guy off to the side. Grab your alpha ball again, okay? Let's come to thighs. So that ball, we're gonna start right on the top of the thigh. Okay, so roll onto your belly. And we're gonna work a little bit more in cross fibers with this one, okay? So top of the thigh, I want you gently just to rocking side to side. Good. Now gently army crawl yourself forward so you can come about 2 inches lower. Near that halfway point, but not quite. Same thing. So let's anchor our left leg into the ground, okay? And then rock side to side in those hips on that right leg. All right, guys, so now what I want you to do is find halfway point down the leg, okay? Center of that quad. Keep your left foot, come up to the ball of that foot, okay? Anchor that into the floor. Now I want you to lift your right leg, heel up into your glute, and extend it back out. And try to really, that's like, I can't keep my weight off of it. Come in, good, and extend and reach. 2 more, keep breathing. Breathe, pull in. Good, and reach, reach, reach. This next one, I want you to keep your heel into your glute. So pull it in, keep your heel into your glute, okay? Now, if you want to relax your head down more, you can. I want you to rotate and open up your knee, roll to the inner thigh, then rotate the other way. Come through center, turn that hip in, rotate to the outside of that thigh. Okay, kind of take note which one feels more uncomfortable than the other. Got it? Maybe. So guys, what I want you to do is take your smaller balls in your bag. Kind of squeeze onto it so you've got a little bit of space in between those 2 balls, and then as you're holding it, go ahead and tighten down on that bag a little bit so that they're a little bit looser into the bag. We're gonna start in the yummy tender spot. We're gonna come right here up into those traps, okay? So once you've got your balls situated, come down onto your mat, lay down onto your back, and roll till you're still at the top of that trap, upper part of that neck, but find that tight spot that you've got in there. And then grab your yoga block, okay? This is where we're gonna finish today to kind of set the upper back and set the spine. So coming down onto your mat, you're gonna take that ball, those balls, right at the base of the neck, or top of the neck, kind of base of the skull. You're gonna relax down onto your yoga block. Place the balls on top of the block. Just take your hands down to the side, palms are up. Legs are nice and long. Breathe here for a second. So you should be kind of hitting those tension spots we get in the upper neck, base of the skull. Go ahead and release your block and your balls. Lay your head down onto the ground for our final Shavasana. Close your eyes. Palms up. Relax down into the mat. Find your breath again. So big inhales, big exhale. Good. Gently roll over onto your right side. Tuck your legs in. Eyes stay closed. Gently press your left hand into the ground, bringing yourself up to a seated position. Once you are there, hands come to heart center. Pause here for a second. Try to release everything else you've got in the body. Tiny bow in the head. Namaste. Thank you guys for your work today. Have a wonderful Sunday.